Hey everyone, what's up? Newbie Snake here. How are you all doing today? Alright, I thought the Madara event and the other events had a 7 days time frame when I first uploaded my videos a few days ago. Apparently they have already ended. I'm so sorry to those of you who wanted tips on how to do more damage to Madara in that damage ranking event. I was going to record the process in this video, but I didn't know the event was already finished. So I'm very sorry, and the worst part is I only attempted the mission myself 1 or 2 times as well. I got so tired from grinding for all of those awakening materials for both my Guy and Rock Lee that I stopped playing for that day or the next few days. So anyways, I even missed out on all of the other events, which I could have gotten a bunch of free gems, because in my mind I always thought they had like 7 days, but I think there were only 2 days left by the time I recorded it. So anyways, I probably missed like 20 to 30 gems because there were like 7 or 8 new events, right? And then each of them probably consists of like 4 to 6 stages. So oh my goodness, I missed a bunch of gems. That's probably like my next multi-poll. But anyways, since we have some new stuff in the game, let's talk about them today. Alright. And as usual, I have trouble getting my message across. I'm always stumbling and stuff, like stuttering. Alright, so let's see what the first thing is, okay? So it's saying the ranking event, alright, so it's just saying that the ranking event rewards will be given out shortly. They're aiming to give it out around June 1st at 18 o'clock Japan's time. So just wait for it, but usually they're not that fast. Usually it takes like 3 to 5 days, but we will see when they will issue the rewards. And for the ranking rewards, we're talking about the Madara one, okay? For the Kaguya one, I think you get them like like on spot once you get the points. But I didn't even do the Madara one. I mean, sorry, Kaguya one. So too bad, nothing for me. All right. So let's see what this is, okay? All right. So they're just saying, like, you know, the Awakening Orbs mission. I think they have just extended the time for it. I think it's until 16 o'clock. But I think it's already June 1st their time, so I'm not too sure if this is really new news or just old stuff. But anyways, oh, never mind. They have changed it over here. So until June 9th. Alright, so June 9th is the new date right here. So just do them and then you get your Awakening Orbs, okay? So over here, they have just renewed, or sorry, not renewed. Let's see. They have fixed something regarding the free Naruto that we got, the one that goes from 1 stars all the way to 6 stars. Let's take a look at what they have changed for him. Okay, I think basically what they did is just to include him in some of those ninja gear that has unique effects. Okay, so the ninja gear that has the unique effect that includes the 6 stars free Naruto is the Iruka Sensei's letter to him, and also the mini shuriken, mini Rasen shuriken. All right, so if you guys have that ninja item, it should work on him now, and I think they compensated us with 1 ninja stone. Anyways, over here we have the premium mileage shop and also the regular ninja mileage shop refresh, okay? Because usually every single month at the start of the month they refresh the items in the shops. So that means you can go to the ninja mileage shop and trade for like a bunch of ninja stones again with your points, with your ninja mileage points, and also go to the premium mileage points. You can also trade for gems there as well. All right, and this time from May 31st to June 6th, 7 days I believe, we have premium mileage 3.9 times campaign. What this means is, because usually when you spend 1 ninja stone, you get 2 premium mileage as a reward, right? As for you to spend, right? I mean, as a reward for you for spending 1 ninja stone, right? Anyway, so during this campaign is 3.9 times, meaning for each ninja stone you spend, you get 7 premium mileage back instead of just 2. All right, so it's a relatively good time to spend your gems. You know, just relatively good, better than the usual 1 times, but not like the best, because the best we've had 10 times before on like 10's birthday or something, and we have 7 times before. But anyways, 3.9 times still pretty good, right? You know, it's just a reward program thing. All right. Anyway, so the next thing that's new is Iruka Sensei. All right. So this time we're getting a new unit. It's Iruka Sensei, so let's take a look at him, alright? So over here, that's his stats. Pretty good for Iruka, alright? Like, for reals. Iruka has pretty high HP and pretty good attack, right? Not like the best, obviously, because he's Iruka. But I mean, 9k is not bad for a unit, and he's extremely fast for some reason. Like for him, okay, again, the reason why I keep referring, to him is not just because I want to make fun of him. I totally love Iruka Sensei, but to me, he seems like an elementary school teacher, right? And every time in the Ninja War, or like, well, not every time, that only happened once, but I mean, like in major fights, he usually just kind of disappears and just looks after the kids, because he's definitely not at the Kakashi caliber, right? Even at the beginning of Naruto. So anyway, so for Iruka to have 173 agility is pretty high, and for him to have 9k attack is pretty high. He belongs to Konoha, obviously. So let's take a look at his skills, okay? First skill is unique type skill. Trigger speed is fast. Chakra cost 50. It recovers your whole team's HP and chakra by a small amount, okay? And if on your team there is the Utsumaki Naruto, the one that is, I believe, the adult form, they called it the Rio story / secret story one, and also the Hinata one, which also belongs to like the adult form, the Rio story / secret story Hinata, then the skill damage, or their skill damage, will go up by 50%, alright? So this only benefits those, like that particular Naruto and that particular Hinata, alright? And also, let's see, it puts you under the focused status, okay? So, what focus status does is after every action, chakra cost goes down. The maximum, decrease is 30%, alright? So, also there's a fine print. It says the person who triggers this skill, or the person who uses this skill, will not have their chakra recovered, alright? So, again, that means when you use skill number 1, it will not replenish its own chakra, alright? Anyway, skill number 2 is a unique type skill. Trigger speed is fast, chakra cost is 90. What it does is it attacks the enemy's whole team. No, my bad. Let's do it again. Yes. No, my bad. Alright, so let's do it again. It buffs your whole team's attack by 50%. Alright, it buffs your whole team's attack by 50%. And also, if your team has like Konoha Village units, their skill damage will be increased by 70% as well, alright? And also, this is the cool part, this removes all negative status effects, okay? So if you guys still do not have a unit that removes negative status effects, this Iruka Sensei is actually okay with skill number 2, with this skill number 2, alright? The reason why I say it's okay, because obviously he's not the best, because let's take a look at his abilities first, because that actually affects a lot. Yes, so the reason why I say he's not the best, because there are better units that actually removes all the negative status effects and also prevents you from getting negative status effects, and also themselves, like the unit themselves, will not be affected by negative status effects. But for him, he actually does. So, so maybe you can't even pull off skill number 2 if you're stunned, or if you're charmed, or if you're like whatever those, like paralyzed or anything, right? So anyways, that means you have to equip him with some good items before you can use skill number 2, or prevent himself from getting negative status effects at the first place, alright? And second part is it costs a large amount of chakra, 90 chakra, in order to use skill number 2. But anyways, if you guys don't have a single unit that does that, then this might be your option that you can look at, but he costs 1,000 premium mileage, so depends if you really want to spend on it, alright? And alright, so leader skill, it buffs all Konoha Village units, buffs their max HP by 40%, alright, so that's pretty high. Ability number 1, incoming negative status effects are halved, alright, so meaning half, there's a chance to halve incoming negative status effects. Again, so there's only a chance to halve the effects of the negative status effects, but not 100%, okay? So ability number 2, when your HP is above 90%, skill trigger speed is increased by 1 stage. So when your HP is almost full at 90%, then these things are like fastest, okay? At the default stage. Like meaning before you increases Nindo to max, alright? So that's it for that, and let's now take a look at some of the other things. I'm not going to go through these ones again because I have already showed you guys what like my big battle missions, big extreme battle missions. So if you guys are looking into how to unlock more stages, definitely go to the previous ones and check out how to actually unlock more stages. But I will go through the rewards because Sasori is new, but I don't think Kimimaro is new because I definitely have him, and we talked about him before. So let's talk about Sasori, alright? He is the new one. Alright, over here, very strong stats. 24k HP, 23k attack, 11k defense, very high, like super good. 151 agility, 159 critical hit power, alright? So pretty good. He belongs to Akatsuki, right? Alright, so skill number 1 is magnetic type. We don't get that a lot. Trigger speed is fast. Chakra cost is 90. It deals 3% plus 2000 damage to the enemy's whole team. And also, it says maximum hits is 35 times. That's pretty crazy because when you attack, he will hit the targets at random, alright? He'll hit random targets. And max is 35 times. So each hit, I believe, or I don't know if it's 3% plus 2000 damage each hit, because that's really OP if it is. So that might be wrong in the calculation. But anyways, if you guys have him, check that out. He seems pretty strong already on paper. And anyways, there's also a high percentage, alright? High chance it will put your enemy under the super poison status, like that toxic status, alright? So just not the regular poison, but the stronger poison, alright? So if that happens, when you use the skill again, alright? So when you use skill number 1 again on enemies that are under the toxic status, you will deal 2 times the damage, alright? So if the damage is not already really high, it will deal even higher damage to them, alright? So that's pretty crazy. This is like a free 1000 puppet Sasori that's even better than the 1000 puppet Sasori, I think. Anyways, second skill is a unique type skill. Trigger speed, normal, chakra cost 70. What it does, it buffs his own attack and skill damage by 100%. Alright, so abilities. Leader skill. It buffs all red type attribute Akatsuki units, okay? So not all red type, it's Akatsuki units that are red type, alright? Buffs their attack and skill damage by 50%, so that's pretty high. And for ability number 1, for the first 10 turns, chakra cost is halved, alright? So that's very good as well. Ability number 2, max HP and attack is increased by 70%, alright? So that's why his stats is naturally at this level, okay? So pretty good stuff. Now let's take a look at his gear. Alright, the first one is his scroll. It buffs all weapon type and magnetic type skill damage by 30%. If you equip this to the following units, skill damage is increased by 90%, so all skill damage, alright? And also, skills random hit count goes up by 5. So instead of 35 for this unit, now it becomes 40, right? I forgot what the 1000 Puppet Sasori hits, but anyways, it goes up by 5 for the random hit counts. So much like the item for that Buddha Hen Hashirama, alright? Anyway, so we have Sasori's Heart for this one. Max HP and attack increases by 40%. If you equip this to the following units, max HP and attack is increased by 90%, and after every action, HP is recovered by 10%. These are pretty good stuff. Alright, so these are the yin-yang marks, alright? So I believe it's the ones on, I don't know where they belong. I think it's just these things. Anyway, so after every action, there's a low chance chakra is recovered by 10%. If you equip this to the following Naruto, this is, by the way, the yang sign, that's the sun sign, okay? The white sign. Max chakra amount is increased by 40. So instead of just 100, you now have 140. And after every action, there's a chance that HP and chakra will be recovered by 50%. There's a chance, okay? Not always. After every action, there's a chance HP and chakra is recovered by 50%. And we have the yin sign. This is the black sign. So I believe it is because they have half and half Nine-Tails Fox, right? So that's probably why. Anyway, so after every action, there's a low chance HP is recovered by 10%. But if you equip this to the following Minato's, max chakra amount, is increased by 40. So instead of 100, you now have 140, alright? So after every action, there's a chance HP and chakra is recovered by 50%. So it does exactly the same thing as the white mark. Exact same thing, but it works for, one works for the father, one works for the son, okay? So let's take a look at some of the campaigns. Oh, this one, let's take a look at this one. Right here, we have the next PvP in line already. So the next one, I still haven't tried a single one yet, my goodness. It happens in the middle of June. Alright, so the 4th PvP event happens in the middle of June. And this time, for the ranking reward, we also have a chance to get the cost 106 stars Naruto. Alright. And wait a second. Okay, so this time it says... Okay, hopefully I translated this correctly. If not, then I'm sorry. I think this says the higher ranking... the top or the higher ranking rewards this time. You know how you get a lot of those trading tickets for your upgrade class trading tickets? I think they have increased the amounts of tickets that you receive when you reach the higher rank, okay? So I think this is how it's translated to. The other translation, or my lack of Japanese, is it's probably like the higher you rank, the more you receive. That might be it, but I think not in this case. I think they are increasing the amount that that we're getting. And sorry, my bad. And this time we're not getting Naruto. Alright. I just thought that was Naruto. I just totally skimmed through it. The thing in yellow, it says we are getting a new 6 stars character. That's cost 100. I don't know who's blue, who's evil, who has the stupid hair, same as Sasuke, but that might be Sasuke, alright? You know, we don't know. We can never be sure, right? Yeah, so we are getting cost 100 6 stars character. After Naruto, it has to be the other stupid character. All right. Anyways, I'm sorry. I just had to do that. All right. Anyway, so this time we might be getting the new things as well, just to awaken the Sasuke, right? And these things, I'm not gonna go through. Same thing as the rest. Okay, but I'm kind of sad. If this is my first time participating in PvP, I kind of want to still get Naruto and not the Sasuke. Okay. So this time it's, ooh, wow, my goodness, limited time offer from now until June 6th. If you want to spend real money to get 30 ninja stones, instead of 2,000 yen, that's like 20 bucks Canadian or more, like 25 or something, because inflation, right? No, not inflation, the currency. Anyways, now it's 960 yen. Okay, so that's more than half off. So if you're the person who likes to spend, or even if you don't like to spend, but if you want to spend, it's a good time to spend. It's like more than half off. It's only for that particular set though, only for the 30 gem set, all right? Nothing else. And now let's talk about the 761.0 days celebration, all right? Again, for those of you who are new, who don't know why this game always use 7610, is because 7 is Na, 6 is Ru, 10 is To. So it says Naruto right there, alright? So that's Naruto, alright? So 761.0 days is what they're saying, even though there's not like 0.5 days or 0.3 days. Well, yeah, technically no, but if you want to do it in a math like sense, then there is. But anyway, 761 days has gone by since the release of this game, and now they're giving us free stuff, right? The most important part is we're getting free stuff. From now till June 4th is the campaign. This is the double share campaign, meaning if you share this online or share this on Twitter, you get a bunch of good stuff, like right here. So when we reach 12,500, then we get 20 ninja stones, alright? So 12,500 shares online, then we get 20 ninja stones. If we get 10,000 shares on Twitter, then we get the 5 stars Nindo level increased item, alright? So for those of you who still don't know, these are your Nindo level increased items. This is 100% guaranteed to increase 1 ninja level on any of your characters. The 4 stars one only has a chance, not always, alright? So anyways, let's go and talk about these things. Excuse me. So, what is this? Alright, these are just the ones I just talked about. And now they're talking about new things, alright? So from now till June 6th, we have the Super Ninja Festival Special Edition, which I'll be talking about after this. So stay tuned, we're going to talk about that. And also, for all of those adult forms, adult Sasuke, adult Naruto, Sakura, Hinata, those secret, like real story, secret story ones, they will be getting their 6 stars awakening, alright, soon. We don't know when, but soon, alright? And over here, June 7th to June 30th, we're having the wedding gown, Naruto and Hinata, alright? So, the wedding outfits for Naruto and Hinata, alright? So, they will be coming out during that time. This is an event, so I'm not sure if it's a gacha poll or not, but we'll see. Over here, we talked about this, so we can skip. This will last until June 5th, just the premium mileage points, 3.9 times, and also we get the new Iruka. And then over here, from May 31st to June 12th, let's see, every single day for... Oh, there's just new event. So, which is the one that I haven't done yet. I think there's only half an hour, 1 hour left, so I better do that. I think it gives you a bunch of good stuff, free stuff. Alright, so over here, from now till June 12th, every single day you log in, you get 1 Ninja Stone as present. And then over here, until June 12th, stamina is halved on a lot of the missions. And then also the drop amount times 2. This has also been extended. And also, when you level up your characters, there's a success rate like times 2, right? And also experience rate, the experience amount that you get times 2, right? And over here, they can find 7, 6, 10 anywhere. That's just funny. Okay, but anyways, it's saying from 2017, that's the 7 where they took it, June the 6th and 10th, June 10th, 10, we will be having some new stuff. We don't know what, but it's gonna be something good, I believe, because that's you know, Naruto, all right, right there again. So that's where we're gonna get the good stuff, right? So we're talking about the new Minato and new Naruto soon. New Minato and new Naruto, yes. So over here, these are the ones I just mentioned every single day. You get good stuff, all right? In total, let's see. You get a total of 70, what? Let's see. So there's a total of 39 presents. And there is 76 plus 10 different rewards to be getting. Alright, so I'm kind of confused. But anyways, they just want to play with the number. Again, 76 plus 10, that's Naruto. 39 because they want to say thank you. But in Japanese, they say thank you, saying like thank you. Like thank you. So it's 39. Alright, so anyways, nothing much to worry about. You just go on the main menu, click on mission right here. And then over here, there's a new one. Every single day, there's a time-limited event that you have to do. Right now, it's 1 hour and 46 minutes left for me, so better click on it when I'm done. 0 stamina cost, and it'll give you a bunch of good stuff, right? You just go in and just auto-attack this, and you're going to get these things, all right? So a total of 86 different items that you're going to get, or rewards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, that's already 4 different things, all right? So you're going to probably get different things. In the total, 86 different things. And, yeah, and I better take my time to start doing some grinding. But now let's move on to the last news. And what is this? Yes, this is the gacha one. Let's go directly into the gacha and take a look. Oh, also there's voice acting, the voice over for the this Naruto and this Minato as well. So that's very nice. And are we going to be getting the 6 stars? No, we're not yet. So these are just the adult versions of them. I mean, not them, but you know, the Sasuke, Sakura, Hinata, Naruto that I just mentioned. All right. So now let's take a look at what these are, because these seems to be some new mechanics. All right. So give me a second. All right. So I've read through everything. And this is actually a pretty interesting new mechanic, or quote-unquote status, alright? But before I can teach you guys, or not teach, sorry, my bad, share with you guys what this is about, I need to first talk about the units, alright? So listen carefully about the new status. Let's go through the Naruto first, alright? So he belongs to Konoha. That's his stats. If you guys want to take a look at it, just freeze the screen, but all I can say is really awesome stats. And let's take a look at the skills, alright? Skill number 1 is a Sage type skill. It's a Sage type Biju Dama, alright? That's pretty interesting, how he uses the Tail Beast Bomb in a Sage type mode, even though he's not, well, technically Sage, right? But anyways, 80 chakra cost, alright? Chakra cost is 80, trigger speed is fast. What it does is it deals 3% plus 3% plus 3000 damage to the enemy's whole team. And also, the lesser the enemies are, so the lesser there are of the enemies, the higher the damage you will deal, alright? So when the enemy team has 5 men or women, you will deal 3 times the damage, alright? So, but if they only have 1 enemy left, then you deal up to 5 times. And this skill cannot miss, alright? This skill is a 100% accurate skill. Second type skill is a unique type skill. Trigger speed is fast, chakra cost is 90. What it does is it heals your whole team's HP by a small amount. And now this is the real deal, right? Well, the new deal, okay? But anyway, so what it does, after it heals your whole team's HP amount by a small amount, is it will put your... Alright, if you have characters that are from the 5 big countries, like the fire country, the water country, lightning, blah blah blah, all those 5, you know, where they have the wind, like the Kazekage, the Hokage, Mitsukage, etc., right? So the 5 big main countries, alright? So if you have any of those characters that are on your team, then they will have their HP, then they will have their chakra recovered by a large amount, okay? So let me rephrase this. Everyone on your team recovers their HP by a small amount, alright? And the characters from the 5 big countries, they have their chakra recovered by a large amount. And then also puts them under this new status called resonance, alright? Resonance status, alright? Resonance like harmony, so resonance, alright? So what this resonance does for Naruto's resonance, alright? Because his dad does a whole different type of effect, but same status, is still called resonance. Anyway, so what Naruto's resonance does is skill damage is increased by 20% and attack is increased by 20%, okay? So, if you are under the resonance status, and if you use skill number 2 again to use this resonance status again, this actually stacks, okay? So, because if you guys remember, all of your buffs from the same character at least, they don't stack, right? And most of their status, they do not stack. They have to wait till the buff or the status is over before they can continue, alright? Or sometimes when you use a status, like puts you under a status or mode, when you use the skill again, it'll just refresh the timer, right? But that's like really rare occasion. I don't think they do. Most of the time they don't do anything. You just have to wait till it's over and then reuse it, right? But this time it stacks on top, alright? So it does not like extend the period of time or refresh the timer, anything like that. It stacks on top, alright? So when it stacks on top, the effects will actually be higher or better, okay? And also it tells you over here, it says the other skills, well, no, just forget about that. They're just saying that the stat counter it can go, the highest is up to 3, alright? And it also says here, the fine print, it says it does not extend the time, alright, on your status. So when you use it the first time, and then after like 2 rounds you use it again, it does not increase the time it has on you, alright? So once you use it the first time, it counts, the time will be based on the first time you use skill number 2. I hope I make that clear, alright? So anyways, so also other characters' resonance status is different, which I'll show you right now. Actually, not right now, but let's go through the ability first, alright? So again, if you guys don't understand, just leave me a comment down below. I'll try my best to explain it, or just rewind and listen to it a few times. It should be good. All right. So ability over here, leader skill. It buffs all white and black type attribute units. Their max HP and skill damage is increased by 40%. Ability number 1, max chakra amount is increased by 50. And also for the first 9 turns, skill trigger speed is increased by 1 stage. Ability number 2, when your HP is above 50%, skill damage is increased by 90%. Alright, so now let's talk about Minato, alright? Alright, Minato belongs to Konoha. Stats over here. Pause the screen if you guys want. And then over here we have skills, alright? First skill is a Sage type skill, is Sage type Rasengan, alright? Trigger speed, fast, chakra cost 80. It deals 3% plus 3000 damage to the enemy's whole team. And the more, the less there are of the enemy team, the higher the damage you will deal. So same deal as Naruto, alright? So if the enemy team has 5 players or 5 men or women again, you deal 3 times the damage. If the enemy team only has 1 person left, then you deal up to 5 times. And also this is a skill that cannot miss. 100% skill hit rate. Second skill is a unique type skill. Trigger speed is fast. Chakra cost is 90. It heals your whole team's HP by a small amount. Okay? And also, if you have characters that belong to the 5 big countries, there is a small time frame. For a short time, skill dodge, they will be put under the skill dodge status. Alright? Skill dodge status. It doesn't say what the percentage is, but you'll be put under skill dodge status. And then also, it will also put them under the resonance status. Okay, so his resonance status is a bit different. Alright, so skill damage is increased by 20%. Agility is increased by 20%. So notice that he buffs the agility, not the attack. Okay, so it's agility increased by 20%. And also, same thing as Naruto. The more you use the resonance status, the higher the count it can go up to. Alright, so it can only go up to a maximum count of 3, and also it will not prolong the status. Okay, abilities. Leader skill. It buffs all black type and white type attribute units. Attack and agility is increased by 40%. Ability number 1, max chakra amount is increased by 50. For the first 9 turns, skill trigger speed is increased by 1 stage. Ability number 2, when your HP is above 50%, skill damage is increased by 90%. Alright? So if you guys are wondering, if you got Naruto already, should you go for Minato? Or if you have Minato already, should you go for Naruto? Because they basically do the exact same thing, right? All the stats are, I think the stats are the same, I forgot. But everything else seems the same except for skill number 2. But here, the following are maybe the reasons why you should get them both, or maybe you don't want to get them both. Doesn't matter, but here it is. This is the new resonance status and how it kind of changes the game up. Alright, so over here, it's showing you an example. For Naruto, his resonance status, it increases skill damage by 20%. Right, that's the basic effect that happens to Minato as well. Minato also has skill damage increased by 20%. But the effect, like for Naruto, he buffs the attack, right? Attack increases by 20%. Over here, this is the attack sign. For Minato, he buffs the agility. Agility by 20% increase, right? Agility, all right? And it only buffs the 5 big main country characters, all right? So over here, these countries. It seems like you have to have all of them together before you can actually activate this. I actually don't know, but maybe it seems that way because in skill number 2 it does say it only benefit them, but maybe it will only benefit if all of them shows up. All right. So anyways, if your whole team has 5 countries over here, so we have fire country. That doesn't make sense because isn't this the 3rd Hokage? Alright, so they don't all have to be present, alright, because we're missing the hidden mist village. We also missing, what, the hidden rock or stone or earth village, alright? So they don't have to be all here. I think the all, in this case, because this is all in Japanese, it's just saying that it benefits all the units from the 5 big main village or countries, all right? It doesn't mean all 5 has to be here, so kind of have to be careful there, all right? So anyways, so scrap that, look at the example. It doesn't have to have all 5. You can have like all Konoha village or all Sand village, doesn't matter, right? Anyway, so when they're all here, or it will benefit those units, okay? So now let's move on to the next stage. So it's saying how it stacks, okay? So for example, number 1, if you only have Naruto, using skill number 2, first time you use it, you have the counter right here, 1, right? 1 resonance status. Skill damage increased by 20%, attack increased by 20%. Number 2, now you have skill damage 20%, attack 20%, plus skill damage 20% and attack 20%. That equals skill damage 40% and attack 40%. So you see a 2 above your resonance, all right? That's 2 count. Third count over here, 60%. Because why? 20% plus 20% plus 20%. Same thing with the other effect. So pretty simple, right? So third stack, you get 60%. Simple math. So over here, exact same thing for Minato, except you buff the agility, all right? So skill damage and agility. Skill damage 20%, agility 20%. Skill damage 40%, agility 40%, because 20 plus 20, all right? Over here, it's because 20 plus 20 plus 20, so 60% each, all right? Get it? So that's only example number 1 and 2. But what happens if you add example 3? So first time you use skill number 2, use Naruto's, all right? So skill damage 20%, attack increased by 20%. Next time you use Minato's skill number 2, it will be skill damage 20% and attack 20% plus skill damage 20% and agility 20%. So what this means is in total you have 40% increase for skill damage but only 20% attack and 20% agility, all right? So the third time you use Naruto, it'll be the first one, skill damage 20% and attack 20%, plus skill damage 20% and agility 20%. That equals 40% skill damage, 20% attack, and 20% agility. And the third addition that you add to it is skill damage 20% plus attack 20%. So what it means is skill damage now becomes 60 and attack becomes 40. All right, so it will be really simple if you just take out each category one by one, okay? So it works the other way around as well. So you use skill number 2 for Naruto, and for the next 2 count you use Minato, then it will be the agility becoming 40%, right? Make sense? And you can't go higher because max count is 3, no matter if you use Minato or Naruto first. It won't be like, you can't have like all 3 of them, like 3 plus 3 count equals 6 count, and having like super OP amount of skill damage, right? It doesn't work. And that's it. I think I have did a pretty good translation for that, and I don't know if I should get this Minato and Naruto. It seems kind of good, but at the same time it seems like there are lots of conditions that you have to do before it can do well, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, I really want to save up for the upcoming iOS celebration, but also I kind of want to have both the father and son. You know, let's take a look at the rates and maybe give me some time to think about it. 1% chance, that's the regular rate. Alright, so 2% chance if this is your first time polling a multi-poll. And also there are these, you know, adult characters that are included. And should I do it? Should I not? Let me just pause the video for a second. Let me think about it, and let me make the decision. All right, so I think I've decided not to poll because, you know, it's really hyped. All right, the first hype is because, I mean, come on, father and son coming out, and also it's the version where they kind of combine the Ninetales Fox, right? So this super hype. When I first saw it, I'm like, oh my goodness, that's crazy. Secondly, they are like, you know, exclusive to Super Ninja festivals. I'm not sure if those are like the EX units or just like, you know, those limited time characters. And thirdly, the art, right? It looks super awesome. That makes me really, really want to pull. I think that's, you know, what is causing the huge hype. And also their stats are really good, and there's new mechanics and stuff like that, and the cost is 35. You know, it's like everything of like a good unit, and there's a voice acting in it, right? Like it just makes me really want to collect it. But what's pulling me back is this new system. It seems kind of like a gimmick, right? To try to get me to do the pull, right? Again, like, aren't there characters that actually buffs everyone on their team, that buffs their skill damage and attack by like 60%, like right off the bat, right? Because I remember there are characters that buffs everyone like 60% on attack or skill damage, or maybe 70 or things like that. So there are characters that buffs attack, defense, and agility, and probably skill damage by a lot. And they don't even need to count, like they don't need to stack, and also they don't need to have to be like the characters from the 5 big countries. It can be anyone. So if we have support characters that are already just as good, that buffs every character and that buffs other status as well, and right off the bat buffs like 60%, then why do I kind of need this character? You know what I'm saying? And he's not a universal for as his leader, right? Like it only buffs white type and black type attribute units, HP and skill damage only. So I'm not too sure, like, to be honest. Like, I get all the hype because it's crazy, like Naruto and Minato together, right? But let me know in the comment section down below, because I know for sure some of you already have these units. Let me know after you max them out how they actually perform on different stages, alright? So this time I know I still have 5 days left. If you guys can like tell me how good they are, show me a screenshot of how much damage they do and stuff like that, then maybe I'll think about spending 50 stones, alright? If not, I'll probably save up for the iOS anniversary, which happens, I don't know, in July or something. So let me know, please, because I really want to collect these two. Definitely want to have both of them, but 2% chance for the first time, 1% chance for the rest, and not even sure about skill number 2, so I'm not too sure. Alright, so let me know in the comment section down below, and then maybe I'll pull, maybe I'll not. So thank you everyone for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please hit that like button. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe for more quality contents. And as always, I will see you all at my next video. So take care and bye now.